Hey guys, Mitch, OBX Geeks, Grandy, North Carolina. Working on that 87 Chevy box truck. Done some things to the exterior and working on cleaning up a few things. The has fuel injection. This is early throttle body injection off a 87 Chevy 350 V8. This is very common for many years. The injectors are rebuildable to a certain extent. So what I'm going to do here is be pulling these. This is an injector for each side of the engine, V8, so it has two sides, and these are throttle bodies, so that's like a carburetor in a way. But this has no float bowls. There's no like a normal carburetor. So there you go, that's the bottom of it, and then the throttle body. So you open that up and you go faster, and the injectors just spray fuel right out in the open, right in there. Kind of cool. So it's really cool to troubleshoot, because all I did was started the engine. I could look right at the spray. I could see that it was like, it was not great. So ordered a rebuild gasket kit that's coming tomorrow, and we're going to tear this thing apart. And then I've got my ultrasonic part cleaner here. Put things in my little basket. Got my tools, got the sprays, has some Diet Dew, yay. I think we're ready to go. All right guys, I'm gonna make a whole YouTube video out of this over the next couple days, and I won't bore you with all that if you don't want to watch it, but I'm gonna post that on YouTube. And yeah, this will be fun. See ya. Alright guys, let's take this thing apart. Do I have it in the camera shot? I think so, we were pretty good. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is maybe we'll, the easy stuff, right? This is the, holds on the air cleaner. Remember the old Chevy air cleaners, huh? Huge. Yeah. So anyway, get that out of our way real quick. If I can. Come on, down there. There you go. All right, now let's store our parts over here for now. I want to keep track of all that good stuff, right? There it goes. Okay, this is a vacuum line. Just pull that off of there. Okay, maybe not. Try to do it without breaking it. Okay. It's wanting to be difficult. Of course it is. It's 36 years old, man. There we go. All right. So this is a dual tank setup. 87 Chevy R30. It's a 1-ton pickup truck from 1987. It has a box on the back. That doesn't really matter to the engine. But anyway, so we got all this. Oh, just pouring fuel out. Look at that. These are high pressure, about 10, 13 pounds PSI. Gotta deal with that. This is the pressure regulator. So the pumps put out more pressure than 13, and this brings it and steadies it out at 13, I believe. So I'm right. Okay. So we do need to take those off. Look at that, it's loose. Okay. 36 years of heating up and cooling and heating up and cooling. It's a good thing I'm doing this, huh? All right, so we got that off. Is this one loose? I don't think that one's loose. I remember that wasn't. Should have taken that off while it was still on there, but that's all right. That's a little, not sure what size that one is. I guess I'm like a 19, but I didn't have that handy. And so we're going to take these off. That. Very good. Now I can take this off. Left and right fuel inlets. And those come out of there. And that's a separate, this top piece is a separate unit here. It's going to come out the top. Okay. So there's three hex. They're not hex. What are they? Socket. I'm not sure what size. I hate these things. I hardly ever use these tools. These Harbor Freight. Sorry. I'm not going to diss on any Harbor Freight, I guess, today. That's the wrong one. Come on. Okay, that works for that one. That is a, what is that? That is a T25. T25. I believe these are a little smaller. What we could do is just do this, right? Instead of wrestling with it. Oop, gets the next one down. All right, cool. Ooh. They are on there way too tight for little sockets. And these are 1/4 inch too. Okay. Okay guys, let's continue on here. I have the right tool. I believe I have the right tool. T25, kind of a mismatch there. Yeah, what am I doing? It's right here. Is that the wrong one? That'll be a blooper, okay? That fits. That's a 1/4 inch. This is a 3/8. Just because I don't want to go find my 1/4 inch socket. Wow, that was loose. That was almost just hand loose. Wow, it is. It's hand loose. Good thing I did this. Alright. So they're loose. You can just spin them off there. I could. My drill's right there. My socket, but I'm not gonna. Not worth it here. That, and you want to be somewhat careful working on a delicate carburetor / throttle body / injector unit / am I using all the wrong names? How about piece of crap? No, I'm just kidding. Supposedly this throttle body injection is kind of new to me, but it's been around for years and years and years. Pretty reliable. Well, more reliable than a carburetor for sure, and actually easier to deal with in some ways. Okay, so this actually should get them off, just clean like that. Okay, so there's a gasket on there. That's where the fuel comes in. Okay, this is our gasket. We have all new gaskets coming, so not worried about that. That one's broken. These are the injectors here. This is the, there's a spring in here. This is the fuel regulator. So let's just take the top of that off for now. So this is good for now. Pretty clean. Definitely gonna, it won't fit in there, but I'll definitely clean this up. I do need to take maybe some of the electronics off there before I get too crazy. We'll set that over here for a second. Let's look at this guy. All right. Now on these, we want to keep track of the screws pretty good. This one, these are pretty obvious, the 3 screws. This one has a few more. So let's kind of keep track of that. Okay? There we go, 1/4 inch. These will probably just, yeah, they're just loose. Yeah. Okay. Just, well, they're not loose. That one's tight. Yep. That one's good. That one's good. 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 Okay. I got that one, right? Did I get that one? Did I get this one? Take that off. This one I might grab this. There's so many of them. Let's do this. Actually, it's already on there, so let's put it on there and we'll just zip those. Now we're going to set these in a pattern over here so we don't. Go ahead and get them all. All right, for the top. So we're gonna go, yeah, we're gonna put here and here. Those are the same, they don't really matter. And these are the same over here. And this is oriented to the front of the vehicle. So we can remember that, right? I have video, I guess. All right, now we have parts falling out. Oh, I have one more. Where'd that come from? Oh, that was in the middle. Okay, now this thing has a big spring in it, so you want to be a little careful about breaking that loose. Is there another? I thought there was another screw down here. I'm watching the videos, maybe not. I don't think I have to undo that, do I? Let's gently, gently. Yeah. That was gentle, right? Okay, what do we got? Again, we'll keep the orientation here. So again, new gaskets coming. Clean all that off. Okay, not too hard. We'll take these off in a minute. That's your pressure regulator. Let me take these out of here. Supposedly I don't want to hurt those. So how do we get those out? They just come out, but I think they're kind of well sealed in there. Let me take a break here. Be right back. All right, back to it. I did figure out the best way to do this is put your needle nose in there. Looks like there's probably a special tool for this. I'm sure there is. And I twist it this little, get it loose, and it comes right out. There we go. So we need to keep track of these and the orientation. So which way did I do this? I did that. So let's turn this here. That's front towards me, right? So this will be right. And we need, there's little screens on there. I'm really curious if they're all gummed up. One of the problems, we weren't getting a lot of fuel in there. Let's try this one. All right. Twist it. And out she comes. There you go. Okay, that's close up the injector. A very simple injector. It takes fuel in. This filter comes off. Get a new one in the kit I get tomorrow. It doesn't really want to come off, but okay. There we go. Okay. So what happens here is the incoming fuel goes in through these 3 ports, and it sprays out of this end. And this is a little solenoid in here, electrical solenoid, and it just, when it needs the fuel, it pulses this, and it pulses the fuel, and as it needs more, it turns on more pulses. So anyway, we're going to clean those out. So this is left, and that is right. All right, get that. Keep these little parts from getting into those anyway. And the gasket is toast. We're gonna peel all those off. And yeah, so all these come with new. There's a gasket. There's a top gasket there, and there's one in the bottom there. Well, these are garbage. They're not terrible. They're not great. Okay. All right. All right, guys, we're going to continue on here. Took a little break there, take care of some business, get this thing cleaned up. So we need to get all these gaskets off without damaging anything. There's not a great way of doing this. I'll cut myself, huh? There we go. All right, try and get. Okay, I've got the right tool here. and that is a, I believe it's a 20. I have my glasses. Let me put my glasses on. It is a 20 T20. Yep. And the bigger ones were T25, I believe. Wait, that's too big. Hang on. Are these different size yet? They are. No wonder I don't have the right thing. Be right back. Okay, we have the right tool, which this time is probably a 15. Yep, T15. So we're just going to loosen these, which, like everything else on this thing, has been not terribly tight, but that's why we're doing this. So I'll take that off. Now this has a big old spring in it, so I want to be careful here to let it and get those loose. Let's see if I can hold that. You can see it, maybe? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, those are long. Alright. Not that long, so this is going to be the regulator. Get the opposite one. Okay. Now this is where we got to sort of hold on to it. We'll do this one first. Now they do make an aftermarket fuel regulator that has an adjustable, has a screw coming out this, and you can adjust the pressure. A little pricey, and I don't know if I need that. I'm not building a performance engine here. Just want it to work. That spring is pushing. All right, there. Look at that spring. Holy cow! All right, there it is. So this is preset, certain pressure there. An adjustable one would allow you with a screw to move that in and out. You know, I could make something. Hang on. Maybe not. All right, let's put that aside. That's the. I'm going to put that with those screws. Where's the screws? There they are. Okay, those are right next to their screws there. That's good. It's always good to be tidy in here, right? All right. So this is the regulator diaphragm. Got a new one of those coming. So we're just going to take that out of there. Not worry too much about it. I hope. There we go. Pull it right off of there. So that fuel pushes in there. I don't see a ton of dirt. I was a little worried it was all clogged up, but it doesn't look too bad. All right, what do we got here? We've got like a rubber gasket. It's coming off. And this stuff's going to sit in a parts washer for a while. Alright guys, let's take a closer look. Panel. There's buzzing around. Look at that. Cleaner's getting dirty already. That's fine. Oh! Right. 15 degrees. 15. 50's pretty warm. 50 Celsius. Alright. Can you convert Celsius, guys? A little cleaning to do, and then we'll continue on with this tomorrow. See ya. Okay, guys, back here now. I got my parts, and I've laid everything out here in an organized way. I hope they have my little instructions, which, you know, yeah, get rid of those. Get out of here. We don't need those, do we? All right, I better go get them. All right, let's get started. So we got all these wonderful parts, bunch of gaskets, and we gotta go through each part here, and we'll put that together. Everything's clean. I'm gonna start out with these. I did this off camera, but there's these little tiny vents on the side of these injectors, and they came with little tiny new ones, but that was kind of a pain. So I've already done that, and I've cleaned all these up on the through. So let's go ahead and get started here. So we'll start with the injectors here. And we have filters. Not sure if there's the right way or wrong way to put that on there. I'm sure it's like that. Yeah. All right. Push that on there. Okay, so that filters, that's where the gas gets pushed in from the pump. And then there is a gasket that goes over that, just like that. And then there's a pin here that orients this into this, right? But we first of all, let's do the other one here. Let's do the same thing on this. Push that on there. Gasket. All right. Finally, progress. All right. So those are ready there. It's partially ready. These are something else. All right. So now we have these metal. There's a metal one and a rubber one. So the metal one goes in first. Metal one goes in. Then we're going to put the rubber one in there. Kind of delicate stuff. So that's nice and shiny brass ring in there. Cool, huh? All right. I think it's going to be happy when it's all clean, put back together. All right. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything. All right, so these have notches that key them. And this one goes in like this. Like that. And if you look at the bottom there, and we just want to push, don't want to push too hard. Push it in, no? All right, I believe I have it figured out. I went off camera and got this one in. I had to lubricate the O-rings with some oil, and it's sticking through there now. So that's the spray nozzle, and that one is good to go. So now in here, and I've also figured out what we're going to do is a little WD-40 in here. Just get down in there, and just a little bit of lube on there. There we go. And then on this, and then what I'm going to do is take the O-ring off of there. And we're going to put the O-ring in first. Put a little bit of stuff on there so it gets in there nice. All right. No phone calls. All right. Put that O-ring down in there like that. Nice and seated down there. Okay. There is a notch on these, this little notch that orients to a little slot right there. So I believe, yeah, I think I got everything there. Oh. Looks about right. Yep. Okay. Looking good. What's next? All right. Let's go ahead and put these. This is the high pressure from the fuel pump. There's an inlet and an outlet, and they are different sizes, so you can't confuse them. Thankfully. Thank you, Chevy, right? Okay, I took the old washers off, so that should be fine. And the new one going on. Clip right in. All right. And then this one, which you can barely see, is going to go on here. All right. These guys, look how clean that is. All nice and clean in there. Okay, this is the little one. This is the return. So in a high pressure fuel injected system, the fuel gets pumped in and it's under high pressure, so that actually mostly is returning. It's like a loop continually pumping, and then the car just uses what it needs, if that makes sense. Maybe not. Okay, so then let's put this one in. That's the fuel in. has a bigger hole than the fuel out. Makes sense, huh? Car's gonna use some. Okay, I'll tighten those later. All right, let's do the fuel regulator first, okay? So that's this guy, and this, and we have a new one of these. Oh boy. Look at, there's little pins right there. Okay, so this one is fun. So because you got to hold it down. I don't know if you remember seeing me take it apart. It can fall apart pretty easy. I'm not sure where that goes. Does it matter? Okay, I'm gonna pause the video and check on something. Oh, I think I'd been recording that whole time. All right, guys, we're back to it. Had to go check on the orientation of this guy. There's this little thing. I'm not sure what it is, but it's in the right way, because you could put it the other way very easily. So now let's do this. This is the fun part. Yeah, so they said put the spring on here first, and then this. Then push. And the pressure regulator, which regulates the fuel pressure to around 12 psi. Modern cars, fuel injection, are typically up around 80 pounds of pressure. So this is not as high pressure, that's for sure. And I did order a fuel pump for the left tank. This is dual tank truck. I think they're two 25-gallon tanks, maybe 20. A lot of gas. I haven't used the right tank in many years. But the fuel pumps are always, they're in the tank, and the motor's in the gas, and the gas actually is what cools the motor. That's why if you if you've ever heard, if you keep your gas tank filled at least halfway, about half, maybe quarter to a half, because your fuel pump sits in that fuel and is cooled, and if you go to empty a lot, you're going to burn up your fuel pump, right? Of course you all knew that. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, giving advice again. All right, so we have this. I hate when we have leftover gaskets, don't you? Okay, I like this one, and that's a cool gasket. Right on there like that. All right. What else are we missing? Okay, those gaskets, hang on. Okay, there's a gasket here. That's that one. Okay. You know what? I don't know what these are. These are like a foam. Came with the kit. Now these kits you don't always use everything, depending on the year and all that stuff. But just going through, make sure this should just no, there was a gasket in here. You know what? Is that what that is? Is that what that is? Oh, might be. It kind of fits, and it's spongy, so it's stick down in there. And it's not exposed to fuel. There's no fuel around here. It's just you know, that it's just buffering it from vibrations. I have no idea. I'm just guessing, because it just goes through the bottom. Look what I did. You know, I really shouldn't film and do. It's really hard to do. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm happy with that. Are you happy with that? No, there's a gasket here. Hang on. That's where I just said that, didn't I? This guy right here. Go on there. Okay, that's on there. This gasket covers everything else. And I think I'm good. All right, let's do it. That goes on there like that. Okay. Yeah. It'll work. So then the, actually I think we had it like this, didn't we? Doesn't really matter. So we have 4 small ones. Pair of 2. How did this get out of order? There's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yep. Okay. Too much for the screws. And I'm just lightly tightening. We want to get them all sort of snug, and then we'll tighten them up to where we need to go. Don't need to if I can hold that up there like that. Just speed through this then. All right. Maybe I should tell a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day, shooting at some food, up to the ground came a bubbling crude. Texas gold it is. I think I got it right. I don't know. Somebody can correct me in the comments. Send me the lyrics, please. I know I'm goofy. It's all right. I live with it. Okay. And now my arthritis is kicking in. I'm getting too old to do this. All right, look at that, guys. Looking pretty good. Where does this one go? I don't know. All right, let's move over to the main event here. This guy, right? Big guy. And this one cleaned up pretty good. That wouldn't fit in my parts cleaner. I wish I would have. I need a bigger parts cleaner, but this is all. It looks, but yeah, it's all clean and good enough, right? Yeah. So that's the top, and that's where this goes. And oh boy, you know what? You know, sometimes you have to do things over and over and over again just to learn that you have to do it over and over and over again. You know, Mitch, you knew you had to take those out to take it out. You didn't think you could put it in with... Okay, shut up, Mitch. All right. We don't want to put that in there with without a gasket, though. Which one matches that, huh? Another cool gasket. Uh-oh, it has 2. It's different. See that? It's got a notch for that screw. Let's make sure we get that. Looky there. It's almost like it was made for that. Hey, I won't see you for a while, I hope. See ya. All right, fits together nice. Look at that. All right, then let's go ahead and yeah, get these guys in. Get those started, and then I'll go through and tighten them all up to spec, which I have no idea what that is, but we'll find out. Okay, so those are hand tight. All right, those are where the bolts go through. I always like to just look it over and make sure there's not something I forgot. Not that I'd ever forget anything. But that looks like it is in pretty good shape. Need to tighten those up. I tightened those. Those were done. It's a good thing, because I can't get to them now, so that's good. All right. Gaskets are on there. That's good. There's a fine thread on that. That's the return line, as I said before, and the gasket is not on there. Aha! Little tiny gasket fall off. That's good. Hope it doesn't fall off inside there. Always the pessimist, huh? Yes, I am. That's a good thing. All right, guys. I think we're close. So yeah, like this. Yep. I didn't even have one of these gaskets when I took it apart. Air cleaner sits on that. And then of course we have the air cleaner post. Here's one of the good old-fashioned big round giant metal air cleaner. It would be easier if I could do this, right? Crank it around. Hopefully it ends up where it needs to be. It's probably pretty good. Doesn't have to be super tight. All right. A little concerned. We have a few leftover parts, but I'm pretty sure that's for covers a couple different models. As a matter of fact, they gave me two different one of these, and I had to look up this is the correct one. So once we put it back on the car, we'll put that down, and it'll fit like that. So I checked all the as far as I can. This is the throttle position sensor. When the throttle moves, there's a little thing there, and I forget what this is. It's some sort of pressure regulator or something. Okay, well, I think that does it, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and try and clean up the intake manifold a little bit and throw this on the vehicle. And once I have it going or rehooked up, I'm going to take some video of what it looks like on the spray pattern. So I do have a video I haven't shown that shows the spray before, and it was all, and then it wasn't great. And now I'm hoping it's going to look good, right? And start and run right. That's the main goal. All right, guys, Mitch, OBX Geeks. It's been a pleasure. Remember to subscribe and like. See ya.